Tom Cohen, you were just on a panel at the ACA Summit here talking about a myriad of issues and opportunities for operators, for consumers. One of the things that you guys touched upon was this whole broadband privacy. Why don't we talk about what just happened here with the FCC, and then there's some stuff going on through Congress right now?
Well, what happened is Congress passed the Congressional Review Act, both bodies, Senate and then the House. It's going to the president. We expect him to sign it. And what that means is the rules the Democratic FCC adopted last October are out the window. They're done. Now, what people may not understand is that doesn't mean there are not privacy rules out there. Cable has always had to comply with the Title VI privacy requirement. There are still, Section 222, customer proprietary network information is in effect. There are state requirements on data security, data breach notification. There's a lot of stuff, and plus, most operators are sitting there. One, they operate, especially the ACA operators, they know their customers. They're not going to do something stupid, outlandish with their data. They don't need to think about bad relationships or liability as a result of that. Plus, I think everyone expects sort of the landscape to, go back. The Federal Trade Commission used to regulate here. There's a lot of expectation they're going to come back, which will allow both the internet service providers and all the content people upstream to be part of a single privacy regime.
And that was one of the big criticisms, was the fact that you have all these different silos trying to implement these privacy rules, right?
I mean, what you had, one of the real problems with the FCC rules was they only picked off one party in this sort of ecosystem, that is the internet service providers. So you're at home and you're thinking, oh, they've told me the internet service providers can't do this, this, and this, but all of a sudden the upstream guys are getting your data and doing stuff with it, and you're wondering, how'd that happen? So you really want to integrate them together in a single regime so the consumer isn't confused about their rights.
What do you see next for this as far as from a policy standpoint? Is there going to be more legislation? Will it be done through the FCC?
The one real glitch out there is a court case in the Ninth Circuit, and they're going to find a way to deal with that one way or another. Either the court will, there's an en banc hearing still to come, or the Congress will deal with it at some point and sort of sort this stuff out. And if you really step back, the privacy issue generally has been a bipartisan issue. Right? And what you had is sort of an odd instance. Listen, the FCC only got involved in broadband privacy because of the open internet rules. If they had not made that change, they wouldn't have played at all.
And it just it was a kind of a tidal wave of new things that they hadn't anticipated then.
Well, in fact, that's exactly, well said, Ken. They unanticipated and, in a sense, a self-inflicted wound. They didn't have to go here. And in fact, Chairman Wheeler wasn't going here, right, until just after the election in 2014. He gets called into the White House and, is told this is where to go. If he had gone where he was originally going, this would not have occurred.
Well, it sounds like if we can somehow get past the sound bites and actually look at the facts and the data, maybe this could even be a bipartisan issue again, right?
One would hope. No, it's an important issue for people.
Right.
They want their privacy protected. They want their data secure out there, and it gets tougher and tougher. Constantly scams and phishing expeditions and whatever else, are going on, and people are concerned.
And it all does play into the whole cybersecurity aspect. I would say this is one part of it.
This is a big area, and I will tell you, every ACA member in there is really aware of the issues here and the liability there, and they're trying to do cybersecurity right is a team effort. What do I compare it to? Playing defense in the NBA, something like that? You can't do it alone. Everyone needs to do it. And so you need, the upstream, the ISPs, working with your customers, because your customers, you need to teach them. No, don't doubt when that, email comes, don't open it. right? And else it's going to infect our network or affect it in other ways.
And it's not just the technologists who have to do this, it's process and it's other people, right?
Yeah, in fact, no one should look at this as, oh, we're going to solve it. You know, that's it, we'll get it done and that's it. No, it's going to be, it's in a sense a mentality where you're going to have to say, you know, I saw the FCC yesterday on a phishing calls that people were doing, right? And FCC had to alert people. If you know a number's called and you don't know who it is, let it go to voicemail. Well, we've got to train people. Don't pick up the phone. Don't do this. And it's unfortunate, but this is the world.
Yeah, it's an odd place, odd time we live in. So,
Good.
Tom, I appreciate your
As
time.
always,
Thanks.
great to be with you.